Hi there, lovely people. This is the real maths of Chemets, goddess of justice, truth, and balance. So, today I'm going to talk about how we can save our motherland, our continent from all these grabbers who have been coming in our continent, claiming that the Mother Earth, Mother Africa owes them a lot of money in terms of debt and trapping, and so I begin. So China is taking over the whole world from sister nation. Um, we can see in the mainstream medias and also some medias that are coming up. They are reporting that there is a turmoil that is already brewing in those side of Asia, and wild animals, they are killing every wild animals they come across to rivers where they are doing dredging, to ocean also where they are doing the dredging. They are harvesting the sand there, and by harvesting this sand they are creating a lot of imbalance in our ocean, in our rivers, and to lakes where every fish has become their property. From islands to the highest mountain, we all know that China is claiming Mount Everest, and this is so wrong because we cannot have one nation claiming the each and every land that is here, each and every ocean waters that are here in our earth. This is totally wrong. And also, even the allies country like Russia has also already lost a city to China. Then from this we can see even the fire that was started in Australia was started by these rat grabbers, and from this we did not hear too much of the Australia Aborigine natives who are residing there, and mostly they rely their livelihood from the nature and also from the from the forest, and the fire that was ravaging that part of the Australia was wiping each and everything that was in the way, be it the animals, that is the koalas and the kangaroos, those animals that are common in those parts of Australia. They were totally wiped out from that place, and also even the Australia Aborigines, the natives there, we did not hear any news that were reporting about them, where their whereabouts, whether they perished in those fire. We never hear about them, and also we can see the so-called country is also in confrontation with India. It's like they want to start a war there, a border confrontation, that is these borders that they always create in our mind, that there is borders and there is no borders. And by this confrontation we have seen the results of people dying there and dozen injured. And here also in Africa, our continent hasn't been spared either by these grabbers. We have seen Jamaica; she has already lost her port. Her, we have Zambia, totally uh, colonized; it's totally taken over. We have the Cameroon, we have Nigeria, Djibouti, Angola, Congo, Ethiopia, Kenya, Sudan, which are totally taken um, over by CCP. We have our police station, especially those in South Africa, that are now fully managed and run by Chinese. All this pirating, they have been doing it intentionally with the over exaggerated dubious loan, which they give us substandard infrastructure, modern railway line, which have no difference with the existing meter gauge railway, what we all know as British lunatic railway lines. And the only thing that they are deceiving us is that it's the makeup. They are putting a lot of makeups, a lot of unnecessary makeups. Like if you look in standard gauge railway, this is something that you see. There is no difference between the old one that the British Empire still owns and the current one also. And also even the locomotives, there is no difference. The difference is only that the the engines are more modernized. In that way they can transform faster than the older locomotives. So there is no difference. It's only that they are twisting our mind to think that these things are new to us, they are modern and more sophisticated and we need them, whereas they are just deceiving us. They are just there to entrap our continents and also enslave our people. And also there is housing projects, which are nothing but fraudulent way of debt trap through corrupt phony agreements. This is what they are using. At first time when China was approaching Africa, they came with good intention of transforming Africa and helping our people, whose majority of them live by $1 a day, but they later changed their my approach into globalization and colonizing our continents. And with this, I have been thinking how Africa is rich beside being called poor. Being the biggest continent in the whole world, we have the most rich businessmen and businesswomen. We have the trillionaires, though they are never mentioned in the mainstream media. They are here, they are staying here in Africa. We have the billionaires, not one, not two. That is why I did not even have research on how many billionaires we have, because I know we have so many of them. And also we have the millionaires, so many millionaires. And we all know that in order to reach there, you have to benefit from the resources that are coming from Mother Earth. And you have money in your bank accounts that are not helping anyone. You are just keeping those huge amounts of money for the fame and also for the titles. Like whenever you are mentioned, people always praise you for for how much you are wealthy, but though that wealthy is not even helping your brothers and sisters, it's not helping your mothers and fathers, even your children, it's not helping anybody. But you have all the titles, all the fame of being rich. We all know that true rich come from the heart. The richness that can benefit your kinsmen and your kinswomen. That is the best richness, and this is the tradition of African people. This is what they believed in. This is what they emulated, and also their livelihood depended on this. And from this, we can learn from the one example of Hush Puppy, the recent guy who was arrested in Dubai. This is where he was staying with a group of people. He was doing that business of money laundering and defrauding people on the internet. And by this, the Dubai government knew this guy. they knew what he was doing, but because they did see that he had a lot of money in his bank account, that is how they were able to lure him into their rad. Wait that till he milk all his brothers and sisters from his country, and because whenever the people, this kind of people are doing money laundering, it's they steal from their own people, from Nigerian people. So when they knew that he had a lot of money, that is how, the time they had the guard to call the Interpol to come and arrest him. And by this is how they take all the money that you have stashed abroad. They even have that, they can even kill you or murder you, because they know all your riches and also all your property that you have, all the gold that you have stashed or abroad, that it will remain there in their own land, and they will take over the money that they will reclaim later after they devalue you. So this is a very good example on how we can come for the aid of our motherland by bailing her. Earlier we had a Zimbabwe billionaire whose name is called Strive Masiyiwa, founder and chairman of Econet Wireless, who offered $6.25 million to striking medics in Zimbabwe. This was in last year, and this was very good of you, Steve Masiyiwa, Strive Masiyiwa, for coming to rescue your brothers and sisters. This was very commendable. If all the billionaires and the millionaires, the trillionaires we have, and all the businessmen and the business women we have here can come at the aid of Mother Africa, then we will kick these debts away, and we will forever and permanently forget about Africa had debt or is indebted to anyone. So it is the time to reclaim our lost glory. We cannot just sit and watch our home be taken away, our ancestral land, which all of you have benefited. Like I said, to reach where you are, the billionaires, the trillionaires, the millionaires, you would, that is, you must have a connection with the resources of Mother Earth. That is, you have to trade with the resources of Mother Earth. So by letting our enemies take what we have, our ancestral land, this is where our ancestors are, it will be a very, very big mistake. So like I said, most of you have benefited from, okay, your wealth is derived from the resources that you have been mining from her. So it's the time to repay her back. It's the time to return by bailing her from these all predatory debts from our enemies. We know them, we know where they are. By giving or repaying back them whatever they are claiming that we owe from them. And so we cannot wait for the loan to lapse over the given period of time, the repayment period they have given us, because the loan is still piling up, the interest loan is still being considered. So it's like we are paying, and then by the interest, it's the loan is still uh, regressing. Let me say that if I'm not wrong. And consequences are so dire. So, like I said, we cannot wait to lose our continent, our mother. This is where our heart is. We need our rad more than the way it's supposed to to host us. So, and also, in order for us to achieve our goals and be independent, we need to ban all unnecessary imports from China, foreign countries, particularly China, UK, France, and the other places that are importing a lot of commodities here. We African, we do import more than the way we export, so you can see there is no balance there. This is what is draining our blood, and also unemployment. It's coming so much from this kind of scenario. And also, we also need to ban their social media platforms and apps in order to pave way for our own platforms. Otherwise, we will remain hooked in these platforms that have destroyed our people's life by reducing their thinking capacity. Their work is only to spy and monitor us through their artificial intelligence, what we are doing. Like, so many people are wasting a lot of time with a lot of nonsense in these mainstream media, social medias. If you go to them, they are doing things that are not even helping them in one way or the other. And for them, they have their startups here. They have already launched their startups here, where they are keeping our people busy with their irrelevant things. And also, when the COVID was starting, Nigerian millionaires were contributing on building a facility here in Africa that will be analyzing the genome or the gene of African people. Structure that is based on analyzing, reading, extracting our data, that is through DNA genome sequencing. So we are not going to allow such kind of facility to be built in our motherland. This is so bad because you can see these people, they have been coming here, harvesting our blood, and by this they are able to create certain various diseases. And this kind of diseases, they come in form of if of those imports in which they give us. So we are not going to allow such kind of a facility to be built here in Africa. So, like I said again, this is the time to repay Mother Africa, to return her favor. The trillionaires, the business women, and the businessmen who are here, the billionaires and the millionaires, and anybody who feel like they have the ability to repossess our motherland back again. This is your time. Don't wait for anybody. It is the time to rescue our motherland. So I don't have anything to add. Thank you and have a lovely evening.